This is Prime Crime Network. Welcome to the Filthy Badge series,
Police officers take an oath to protect and serve,
where we go precinct to precinct finding the dirtiest cops.
Lionel Dely joined the force in 2015, but tonight he's in jail charged with rape.
Some officers across the country are misusing that authority.
And now, the accused.
Viewer discretion is advised.
A veteran of the Warren Police Department was charged with assault and battery after he was caught on camera striking an inmate being booked into the city jail. Matthew Rodriguez, who's 48 years old, was in the booking room with a suspect who had been arrested for carjacking on June 12th when he punched that individual in the head unprovoked. He then slammed the individual's head into the concrete before striking him again in the head. Video from the booking room was released by the Warren Police Department, and it shows the moments leading up to the assault, as well as Rodriguez throwing this individual into a cell. Rodriguez did not have his body camera on at the time. It appears there have may been an exchange of words, but what happened there was uncalled for. So says the Warren Police Commissioner, Bill Dwyer. He went on to say, "There's no altercation between the two. He went up to this man and punched him." There's no audio from the video, so it's unclear what was said between the two. Clearly concerned about the inmate, Dwyer had him taken to the hospital after the incident for follow-up care. Rodriguez is now on unpaid administrative leave. He's been with the department for 14 years. Macomb County Prosecutor Pete Lucido called the incident unfortunate, but also commended the other two officers in the room for responding when they did. Dwyer did a press conference, saying that the essence of the press conference goes to the heart of who has a duty in this case. He went on to say the police did what they were supposed to do. They had a duty to report and a duty to intervene. Dwyer said he plans on meeting with Rodriguez later on in the week. Rodriguez was arraigned shortly before the press conference in the 37th District Court. He was given a $5,000 bond to get out of jail. We will follow this case closely, and we will definitely keep you posted right here at Prime Crime Network.
You can see the officer getting physical after having an argument with the inmate. 7 Action News reporter Winnie Burney has a look at why the police commissioner is calling his alleged actions disgraceful.
Officer Matthew Rodriguez was booked and arraigned here in Warren this morning after a week-long investigation. Commissioner Bill Dwyer says the actions shown in that video don't represent the men and women of the Warren Police Department. The video in question is from a surveillance camera in the booking room at the Warren jail at around 6 a.m. last Tuesday. In it, you can see a 19-year-old suspect who had been arrested for at least 2 felony charges in Officer Matthew Rodriguez. Shortly after Rodriguez stands up, he strikes the 19-year-old in the face and takes him down to the ground, then quickly delivers several additional blows, later slamming the 19-year-old's head into the ground while holding a handful of his hair. Police say within an hour, the 2 arresting officers who also appear in the video reported Rodriguez's possible misconduct to their supervisor. The Warren Police Department says within a few hours' time of the incident, an internal affairs investigation was underway. Officer Rodriguez was put on administrative leave by 9 o'clock that morning.
It's something that you don't rarely see, that an investigation of this magnitude could be completed in 1 week to the day. So I applaud the Internal Affairs Division and the other officers that came forward.
Police Commissioner Bill Dwyer says he wanted to release the video as soon as possible in an effort to be transparent.
It's very sad. I mean, the men and women in this department, they do not deserve to be looked at as another Rodriguez. And that's what happens in law enforcement. It's the perception. You have one person, such as Officer Rodriguez, and it gives a black eye to every man and woman that is wearing the blue uniform.
Police say the 19-year-old was taken to the hospital but did not sustain any injury. Rodriguez now faces a misdemeanor assault and battery charge.
No one's above the law. We've charged other officers in Macomb County, unfortunately, as well as elected officials. Unless he was met with deadly force, which clearly I think you can surmise what you will of the video, there's no duty to hit anyone. There's no duty to go ahead and do what exactly happened in the video.
Officer Rodriguez has been with the Warren Police Department for 14 years. Police would not disclose if the 48-year-old has faced prior disciplinary action for use of force. The future of the officer's employment will be decided at a hearing this Friday.
You want Officer Rodriguez off the job?
Absolutely. I'm calling for his resignation or his firing. His firing right now. This prisoner did not strike him. This prisoner didn't spit upon him or anything.
Reverend W.J. Rideout didn't hold back when talking about the brutal display of excessive force caught on camera against a carjacking suspect. Are you satisfied that Commissioner Dwyer and Pete Lucido both came forward and condemned this man's actions?
They didn't condemn him, they slapped him on the wrist.
Learned this is not Rodriguez's first excessive force case while as a member of the Warren Police Department. Court paperwork shows in April 2013, Rodriguez, along with 3 other officers, are accused of roughing up 2 men. One of them was under 18 while they were booked for driving under the influence. At one point, the complaint says, quote, Rodriguez rushed over to Devontae Campbell, the minor, grabbed onto him and violently pulled D. Campbell off the bench onto the floor, then slung around and dragged him as if he were a rag doll to a nearby detention cell.
This speaks to the leadership here in Warren, to the mayor, chief of police, and even the prosecutor. This speaks to all 3 of them, how they feel about a black man and people of color.
Last summer, video shows Warren officers pull 17-year-old Tyler Wade from a car, then punch and kick him repeatedly. Wade has filed a lawsuit against the department,
tolerating racist practices in that police department.
On Wednesday, attorney Leonard Mungo announced a federal jury verdict against Warren for discriminatory practices.
Prime Crime Network.
It was exclusive.
And in Los Angeles, an LAPD officer was arrested for stabbing a man at a bar in Upland while off duty. According to reports, the officer, 55-year-old Arthur Contreras, who's a 28-year veteran with the department, was arrested but subsequently released. He has been placed on administrative leave. The LAPD Internal Affairs Division initiated an administrative investigation, which is being conducted simultaneously with the pending criminal case. While details leading up to the arrest remain scarce, reports shows that the officer allegedly followed the victim to a bar in Upland and stabbed him. It was said that Contreras attempted to stab the man in the chest, but missed and ended up slicing the man's arm. The incident occurred at an establishment in the 1600 block of North Mountain Avenue at around 2:20 p.m. Upland police say that the victim and another witness to the stabbing followed Contreras, who attempted to flee the scene. At the time of the arrest, Contreras was assigned to the Detective Support and Vice Division in LAPD. The department is fully cooperating with the District Attorney's Office and the Upland Police Department investigation relating to Contreras' alleged criminal conduct. Reports shows that Contreras was released after posting a $40,000 bail and has an initial appearance at the Rancho Superior Courthouse in Rancho Cucamonga. Stay tuned, and we'll keep you updated with every detail of this horrible case.
County, he's accused of stabbing a man inside a bar bathroom. Arthur Contreras was arrested yesterday, and according to the LA Times, Contreras is accused of following a man into a bathroom at a bar in Upland. He allegedly tried to stab him in the chest. The victim was cut on his arm. Contreras has bailed out of jail but was on place leave by the department. He's a 28-year veteran of the LAPD.
Department officer was arrested by Upland police on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon. 55-year-old officer Arthur Contreras was arrested and placed on medical leave after he allegedly followed a man into a restroom at the Highbrow Pub in a bar and tried to stab him in the chest. He missed and slashed the guy's arm. The LAPD says Contreras was assigned to the Detective Support and Vice Division. The victim is going to be okay.
Thank you for watching Prime Crime Network, your source for urban and suburban and around the world news. Hit the subscribe, like, and the notification bell. And check us out on PrimeCrimeNetwork.com.